Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday on Tuesday, or as what I affectionately call Talk Tuesday. I hope you all are well. I hope you hear me. I didn't see a one dropped. Usually I get a little one in the chat so that I know you all hear me, hear the music, all that fun, good, glory stuff. So hopefully you're hearing me. Um, but in T-Way, let me see. Let me come over here to get into it. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Um, I'm going to, we're here because, there was a show in Vegas, and this time Harry did not do any show and tell. But he was there doing a little dance here and there, just kind of enjoying the music. And I'm going to be nice of Katy Perry. Okay. So this has sent shockwaves through, that family and their PR arm, which is AKA the tabloid media. Um, mhm. So there are some pictures I'm just going to share of them arriving. There's this big to do over them in a private jet and all that. It's not their private jet yet. So then the haters don't need to worry about it. hmm Okay. So the reason I'm sharing this particular article and not in trash time, because it cracked me up. Like, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle turned heads as they made a stylish appearance at Katy Perry's electrifying Las Vegas show play. The royal couple was seen sporting chic black ensembles. Now, okay, we've seen them before and they matched, they're cute that way. But the royal couple, I know that sent people over the edge. So, I wanted to share it at this moment. And I'm going to just share the clip. I don't believe it has music in it. I think I listened to it well enough. But We always hear from the Rhoda. I probably should have hit trash time right off the gate. We always hear from the Rhoda that that family, their PR, that Harry and Meghan are not liked or loved in America. But I beg to differ that this clip just shut any of their crazy headlines down. Yes, enjoy. Every single time the Rhoda and all try to say that they're not liked, they're not loved, the Americans are sick of them. Nah, from what was seen there, people started standing up. There were screams. There were, because the performer was not even on stage yet, because lights were up in the room. So let me sip my punch. Yes, the royal couple made their appearance, and they were there and they were smiling, and Megan was dancing, and there's many clips. Hopefully I don't get zinged for that because I did hear music in the background. But anyway, it is what it is, right? Um, so in addition to the Vegas, which did get a lot of attention, we found out that Harry was busy himself. And I know this one made that family mad. And I'm sure there's going to be headlines coming because, well, you for those in squad, you probably have seen it, but just look at his lapel. Okay. So Prince Harry showed off his sense of humor in a video filmed at his Montecito home for the 17th annual Stand Up for Heroes on Monday. It's his second appearance at the BWFORG event hosted as a tribute to wounded, ill, and injured veterans and their loved ones. And it should be no shock to Squad that he would attend because that is his heart. You know, Harry, was a wounded veteran as far as invisible. So we know about the visible and invisible. So wounds that people have. Um, I just want you to see the clip or hear the clip. I did get that and enjoy.
Good evening, everyone, and hello, New York. Obviously, I was deeply honoured when Bob asked me to debut my stand-up act with you all tonight. I was so relieved to be invited back, but then I started to question whether his invite for me to actually do stand-up was in fact his idea of a joke. Either way, due to the shockingly low representation of gingers last year, and out of respect for my fellow endangered species, here I am, reporting for duty.
Very cute. Always taking that spin. He wears the ginger banner well and waves that flag all in good taste. Yes, I know that family is very heated because he's wearing medals that he's earned. And I'll behave because I'm not in trash time. And, there is somebody here who did say that they were over from Spoutable, and I'm so happy to see you in the chat, and I'm going to try to behave myself. Try is the key word. Mhm. But here's a picture of just how many people were in attendance, although he did his via video. So, booked and busy, as we say, and there are no leaks out of Montecito because no one knew about this up until the time that it was dropped. Okay. That's the one thing that we will always continue to love about them, right? So I'm going to get into Squatty Corner and then pre-trash and then trash time because I've got some doozies for that. So the first and second comments that came up on the live stream, of course, if they're received too early on, somehow YouTube or StreamYard clears them out. But Olive Perry and Annie, channel member Annie, were the first and second comments. Hence, when I started the live stream, you see me saying hello to them, although you didn't see their comments. Um, and Annie, that's why I said hello again to you. So I just wanted to kind of highlight when the comments come in and it's pre stream and they've cleared them out. So I saw this on the app formerly known as and wanted to just share with everybody. And it's congrats, Sussex Squad. We smashed the 200,000 in the 2023 challenge. Together, we are a force for good. So kudos times, 200. Because this is amazing. And also another reason why many want to shut the squad down. But good luck with that because there is no particular head to the squad. Thank goodness, right? We all kind of do our thing. All right. Um, Let me see. Oh yes, all of you are aware. I am about 4,700 ish from the mark of 10K, and so slowly getting there. I thank you all for each of the shares and all of that comes along. Again, I've added Trash Time merch to my store. So there is some merch that a little bit fun. So I know Mrs. S was like, "Oh, perfect timing for Christmas." I mean, you might find some gifts out there, gift ideas. But this is what it looks like. The visual that's on the Trash Time. So pre-trash time, I'm going to check comments because there's over 100 comments. Ooh-wee. Has anyone spoken to or heard from Church Nellie? Because yes, continued prayers for her. Let me see. Marshar, Harry never spoke in Katy Perry. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to behave. I'm gonna need y'all to behave. Let's see. Mama, what is this? Our Duke of Sussex, it's good to see you speaking in Katy Perry. Lord have mercy. Can y'all behave? Now, I know, many of us do not care for KP, but not the palace this time. But yeah, Mrs. S, endangered species, LOL. How can you not love him? He know how to make fun of himself. Yes, he always has. And I think that's what makes him so endearing. Mhm. So endearing. The one character that he couldn't change, that really solidified himself in the Spencer realm. But, you know, Windsors weren't too pleased with that ginger side coming out. Joan, I'm sick of the royals and their tabloids for acting like they even care about Harry and Meghan. We all know they don't give a shit. Well, that's true. But we've known it for a while because they've never stood up to like say stop. Oh, Hattie, a channel member for 20 minutes. Wow, thank you so much. This is so awesome. Yes, it's been almost 2 years. Have enjoyed every moment. Oh, thank you to you. I'm glad you have enjoyed every moment. I try. I do try. Let me see. Prince Harry earned them and have the right to wear them. Exactly. But you know how that family feels about their medals and doodly watts up on their lapels and stuff. You know that. You know well. You know well. Marshall, behave. Electrifying Las Vegas show? Ha! Not. That show was boring and juvenile. Haney needs to mature up her show. Well, I don't know if she can handle that. And that's all I'm going to say. I thought the one cute thing with the baby as she's walking around the stage and the giant baby, I did see that clip, you know. Okay. Rochelle, never late, never late. Hey, Nora, how are you? Okay. Diane, isn't KP a neighbor of the Sussexes? Maybe she can down. She came down to the house and apologized for past comments, which I'm sure Harry knew about. He monitors the web to protect his wife. Oh yes. Well, I'm sure Megan knew also. Because I've always thought she was really sheltered from all the crazy headlines, but obviously she knew what was happening. Unfortunately. given all that it was driving her towards. But yeah, I'm sure she knows. But then when you look at KP's style, like she wouldn't have a clue. And I'm sure if she were to, because I don't think she's married. Is she married to what's his name, Bloom? You think I would remember his first name? Um, anyway, I didn't see her style. I would hate to even fathom what she would wear for a wedding dress. Okay, let me behave. Let me get into. Okay, so we're in pre-trash. I scanned some of the. So the squad has been doing a mute. There was a PSA. I think I dropped it in with the to the members. So between I think it was the 5th and the 7th. So, because one of the members of that family is overseas. Well, I should say Singapore, I believe. So, no telling the shenanigans that his arse is getting into Peggington. But baby Deranger was upset that it was muted. So, but I thought this was too cute and I had to share it. So, all right. So there's that debate that squad has. Hair, no hair. Now I just have to say, y'all with the hair, okay. Just for a moment. And you may have seen this picture, but I'm sorry, but yeah, he needs to get the clippers and just right off. Yeah, this okay. You may not agree. I'll see the comments, I'm sure. Okay. hmm Now we remember the best selling, fastest selling, okay, book. Yes, within his category. So I'm gonna be kind. We're in pre-trash. They tried it. So Fortune released Britney Spears' memoir sold 1 million copies in the first week of its release, making it this year's second fastest debut after Prince Harry's. Mhm. Good luck to all those who try. You, some of the Rhoda released books and can't even beat Britney. Okay, I'm just gonna say who's right behind Harry's numbers in cells. Okay. Whew. All right, let me see. I'm going to do Megan's quote just as we're moving towards trash time. Allow your enemies their space to hate. They will destroy themselves in the process. KC3, hello. You're going to see shortly. Okay. Now, Christopher Boozy, he woke up with, yeah, he chose violence to stay, and I had to laugh. So let me take down my banner so you can see. I snagged the date, and I had to chuckle. So to know that he does um, follow and or retweet some of the squad is like, woo. But he said they want to believe Harry and Meghan don't have any friends and that they are sitting at home alone. In other words, they think Harry and Meghan are living the derangers' lives. It's projection. I hollered when I read that. I was like, ooh, he chose violence when he woke up the morning. It's all true. Okay. I see. I detect all truth there. All truth. I'm just gonna scan the comments one more time just to see. Hey Anna, how are you? V, no, leave Harry. Okay, did you see the one picture of them sitting at the concert with the back of yeah the shot from behind? No, I'm just saying. Okay. Mm. Rafaela, there you go. Prince Henry is always beautiful. All right. Whew. Okay, Mrs. S, ain't that the truth? The so-called royals sure are destroying them. Yes, and folks over there today had a little saint. They showed up for the king. Not in how he expected, but yes. Tear he be handsome bald, yes. Mm, let me stop. Okay. Orlando, there you go. What did I have the right last name? Anyway, Orlando Bloom also suffered with foot and mouth. Well, yes, they all have, and then they realize to not publicly say any shit about our Madam Duchess. Oh, the ancestors will get them. Don't think they won't, even for a little bit of kindness. Going to a concert don't mean that the ancestors won't whoop your ass. Okay. Mm. Diane, we'll get to bald in time, but right now, as long as the camera doesn't show the back of his head, we we don't see Harry's balding. I was just kind of like, dang, who took that picture? But okay. I still love him though, Harry's Harry and always, Yeah. Hey Emma, how are you? Let me see. Diane, Mr. Boozy is correct about the projection. It's amazing that the haters think they can make the Sussexes leave the house, show their kids, or do whatever simply because they say so. Quite the opposite. Oh yes, and there's one coming up in trash time that yeah, mm, crazy gums. Gummy, whatever y'all want to call her. And anyway, y'all should know who I'm talking about before I even get there. Hey kids, how are you? Morning all VSPs. Did you see the photo of a baby Chewy on Space Finger while meeting people? No, no, no. I'm sure he was getting a thrill out of it. No, I did not. Okay, let me let me move into trash time. So I don't see any new comments. Hattie, it's about to be revealed. It would be the person in the screen name. Okay, so yes, Gwen, that's true. He will always look fine. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Um, all right. So if all hearts and minds are in one accord and you're ready for what's coming, you might not be, but let's go. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. Now, I've noticed that the coverage that I've seen of Harry and Meghan being in Vegas is a lot different than when they were at the Beyonce concert. So they were out there asking for permission. So this went out to them. Hello, I'm contacting you from Reach. And you see the tabloids they represent: Daily Mirror, Daily Star, Daily Express, and more. Would it be possible to use your video in our player um, as part of our story across our sites with full credit to you? Obviously, somebody must have said F off because I have not seen. Now, the headlines that I've seen regarding them, and that's on Yahoo and a couple of other sites, are showing a picture from Harry and Meghan at the Invictus Games at the closing. So I was like, ooh, somebody told y'all truly to F off. But in leading up to people being desperate, this is Gums or Gummy. Okay. So, because if you remember her face, and I refuse to pull her over because if you know who she is, if not, you can go out and look at her. She's crazy, bagazy, but um, RNN needs to get a life. Does Megan do anything besides dance at concerts? The problem Harry and Meghan have is that they give the media nothing to report but this stuff. Their accomplishments are so minimal and inconsequential that this is what gets traction. If they concentrated on career above obvious attention seeking activities, they might be bankable. We see far too much of this stuff and far too little substance. Why would you hire Megan when she'd rather dance at a concert than produce a series or podcast? Answer: you wouldn't. You can play hard when you work hard. Now, this crazy bitch here, now I had to say the word. I know that's not a word that Megan likes, but this crazy bitch here, oh, you can't. First of all, what do people do when they're at concerts? Now, you're crazy behind as if that's all she does. No, that's not all she does. I can't say all that she does because I don't know for sure, but Harry's very, 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 very happy. And your ass will never have him. Okay, just get that through your head, leave his wife alone, and move on with life. But because you've made it where your entire income probably is tied up in gotta push hate, and they're not giving you nothing. Isn't life grand? Isn't life grand? Oh my goodness. It's grand for us. Harry and Meghan told you crazies, oh, maybe you weren't part of the rota at the time, but when they were leaving and they announced they were leaving, their departure, they gave a breakdown. And it's out on Sussex Royal still if you want to go look, that they weren't dealing with anybody in the rota. So take a piece of ice and shove it somewhere. Maybe you'll cool off a little bit. Okay. Maybe you'll cool off a little bit because they don't have to do anything for you and the others and that family. They don't have to do not a thing. That family's got their own problems and they need to be concerned with. Okay. So a squatty did put it all together um, and said an internet troll masquerading as media wants the focus of her obsession to justify their existences. She wrote a book to say, quote, I monetize their existence and need more public activity. Mhm. Oh, well, keep crying them tears. Um, I did see, and I probably didn't even bring it over, where the guy that was doing the tour, they did do it. They were out there, Montecito, in front of the sign that said, welcome, um, Montecito, and had the population, and they were holding their signs up, and we want privacy. I know there were a few honking horns, but yeah. Too bad it wasn't New York that they lived because they would have been cussed all the way out. All right, so the Guardian, the Guardian. Something about these 3 or 4 years, depending on how you're counting it, that they're asking for freedom of information. They are appealing by the because they want to know the cost of providing security for the royal family between 2017 and 2020. Anyone, them dates jump out at you? Not all the 100 years prior, or even, the almost 4 years since, but just those years they're concerned with the cost of security. I'm not going to say. I'm just going to try to contain myself because I really want to. Okay. Very, very obvious that family. Why are you worried about? Anyway, the years have passed, and they said they don't want the specifics, but they just total spent on individual members. Yeah, I wonder which member you'll focus in on. Okay. Wu Sang, I saw this meme and I thought, ooh, gotta share. If you don't stop lying, you'll grow up to be a BBC reporter, and you can replace BBC with any of the tabloids. I don't even know why they call themselves reporters, but anyway. So the latest, should I call it a kerfuffle? No, it's just a straight up lie. A straight up lie out of that family, the head of that family, or at least the head of the family that has the title that says he's the head. I don't think he's too much of the head. I think, well, anyway. So, CT got her marching papers. And so, the king turned 75 with just one son by his side. Well, that king evicted, per your papers, his second son and family from the residence that the queen had given them as a gift, Frogmore Cottage. So, of course, he's going to be stuck with one son by his side, the one that he best deserves. So, you know, if the king were to make one birthday wish, it would undoubtedly be for a sustained period of silence from the Sussexes and their supporters. Well, we're not going to be silent, nor are the Sussexes going to stay home to make him feel good. And I guess his birthday falls in this time frame too, that they're asking for the silence of, we're supposed to be doing that whatever. So, come to find out, so the Times, yet one key guest will be missing. Although it's understood Charles invited his second son to the family gathering, the Duke of Sussex is not making the trip from California. What happened there doesn't even matter. So, Celeb Bitchy had highlighted also, Tammany. The Sussexes were cut off because the Windsors were rather fed up. No, they were trying to force him back. We already know the deal. Byline Times is who we're going to rely on, not CT. So I had a feeling that there was going to be some word coming from California, and there was, to no surprise. So the messenger.com, Prince Harry has had no contact regarding an invitation to King Charles' birthday. And so this was yesterday when I saw the screenshot. And so here's a little bit more information. Prince Harry has had no contact regarding an invitation to King Charles' birthday. Spokesman, exclusive, yes. A spokesman for Prince Harry tells the messenger that reports he declined an invitation for Prince Charles' upcoming birthday party are incorrect. You SOBs just continue on. That family just continues with their lies and think he's not going to respond when it becomes necessary to correct you all and show that you are the lying um, SOBs that you are. Yes, that family. Mhm. I'm so happy that I was correct in my gut because this one truly was one that there's no need to even go look for a retraction because it don't matter, but they cut you off. Harry said, no, not today, not today. So, quote, in response to UK media headlines, there has been no contact regarding an invitation to His Majesty's upcoming birthday, end quote. The spokesman tells the messenger, quote, it is disappointing the Sunday Times has misreported this story, end quote. And so, when one reports it, they all take it and just run with it, never verifying anything because their source is from within the palace gates. Okay. So how else would they have known the bull crap on him supposedly extending an invite? You've extended olive branches for years now. You might want to check your oldest son's belongings for those branches that probably are stripped down now. But I'm just saying that stop it. Harry's spokesperson done told you now. Now, y'all can continue on and you're going to get some papers, legal papers, because they're not playing with you all. Now, I don't know who this fuddy duddy. I did take pictures of him, but it didn't even make it over to this thing. So, Graydon Carter. His first name is really Edward. Edward Graydon Carter. Why don't you like the first name Edward, sir? Okay. The Sussex's marriage will be measured in years, not decades. F you. The energy that you keep putting out there, it's going to be measured in, let's just say this, the one that you're measuring by decades probably won't make it a few more years. Okay, how about that? I'll just flip it around for you. But this is how I hope that Harry and Meghan are reacting to all the crap on an invite to a birthday party when I thought there weren't going to be any celebrations, but I guess that got changed. Yes, I hope they are falling over laughing at the bullshit coming from that family. That family. So today, someone showed up at Parliament. Today. And today, people greeted that special somebody. Well, he ain't special to me, but to them, he ain't special either. So I guess he's special to his consort. So this was released, and let me take down the banner so you can see the date. The National. What a picture. And for those who are just listening, it is KC3, his Khan showing up in a gold carriage, yes, to Parliament, and plenty of um, not my Yale, yeah, I have to say it like that. Y'all can see it in the picture. Basically, abolish the Archie is signs too. So people are speaking their minds, and I'm so proud of them. So proud of them. They basically are like, okay, if he doesn't catch the hint, it's just to see not my not my kind through the window of that golden carriage, which to me takes a lot of nerve that you're going to show up in a golden carriage with all that's going on in the country economically. But hey, just keep showing that y'all are on top and that they have to give to you. Yeah. hmm That's how you endear people to you. So I saw this headline that was out on, the app formerly known as, but I highlighted the one that they really were trying to hide. I said, "Ooh, wait a minute, hold on, hold on. While the cost of living crisis, extra 1 million UK children set to go hungry is huge, it's that one little picture up in the left corner. Prince Andrew's accuser agrees to meet with his lawyers. You don't say. hmm But yet, Prince Andrew never would meet with hers or the authorities. I guess the pizza shop is closed or something. I don't know. Unless, like what's really going on. Someone ready to write another check to keep her from having a memoir come out? Get your money, Virginia. Okay. And just so that we keep in mind, this is the one that's on the arm of the Kang. hmm hmm In all her glory. Yeah. Okay. So the Met Police, we know that there have been issues, racist, built on racism, because there's no other way to say it. Michael Chadwell was found guilty of sending numerous racist messages with other formal officers, which included references to the Duchess of Sussex. The six men served in various parts of the Met Police, but all spent time in the Diplomatic Protection Group. The Diplomatic Protection Group. Mm, he looks like he was a jolly old fellow there. Ex-Met officer guilty of sending racist message. So, mm, hopefully the other five will also find themselves. I mean, it'd be nice if they got jail time, but I doubt if they really will. But the lady in black is gonna get you all. That family, the shenanigans with KC3, his con, the heir, cosplay, all of them. Yes, the lady in black's gonna get y'all. Randy Andy's trying something. Don't know what, but he's trying something. Mm. So as the lady in black, takes care of them and gives them that karma that they deserve, I just also want to end on such a better note than the shit that I just went through with them. Okay, so Missy Elliott, congratulations to you for becoming the first female rapper inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So deserved, so deserved, so deserved. Okay. And we know, it's so deserved. Okay. Now there's almost 200 comments. I'm just going to come up here. Let me see what is cat. Cat, cat, cat. Charles wants everyone talking about his birthday all week. Therefore, he had to mention Harry's name. I'm sure he didn't expect H to shut it down. um, So true, Cat. He really didn't expect that. He thought he could continue on the shenanigans like they used to and just put stuff out. And of course, if Harry and Meghan were, say, part time royals, that half in, half out, and still under the control, yeah, there would have been no correction made and all that stuff. Mm, Imagine the narratives they would have set. So, for the super sticker, thank you so very much for it, Kat. As a channel member, you already support, and that is so, so, so true about. Here we go. Let me just warning that crazy clip that I have of the Kang is coming. I know most of y'all can't handle seeing that, but Kat, this is for you. You're making it rain, 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 rain down on me. Thank you so very much. I so, so, so appreciate it. Okay. Let me come back over here. Let me scroll up a little bit, and then I'm going to work my way down in the comments because there were a whole lot. What time is it right now? Okay, so okay. Annie vs. The Rangers are made to look stupid with their lot. Yes, and I love it for them. I love it for them. Each and every time, and the ancestors sit up and say, "No, you will not get away with this." I say it all the time. I'm so thankful that Meghan was known, maybe not to the crazies, but she was known and had lots of engagement because she had millions of followers before even, you know, breaking the Guinness Book of World Records with, the Sussex Royal IG account was created. So, she had millions then. So come on now. Lies, lies they tell. Navi, the rest of the royal family is so boring. I I have to have some stuff for trash time, so I'll share a lot of the stuff that because I'm limited to the 100 items, and I'm gonna have to delete a lot of stuff to get some of the stuff in. So, V King Charles, you're being so polite to him. Got the Prince of Pegging by his side. Tampon got the son he wanted. No, he didn't. No, that ain't the one he wanted. Nobody's DNA the others, so let me just keep on moving. Hopefully, you're following along. Mhm. T- Mama, let me see. TB, exactly. We will not be silent. Oh, good luck with that. Even during the mute, people aren't silent. So, good luck with that. So, Diane, security check time frame doesn't include years after the Sussexes left, and they kept paying for Andy's security and likely Horilla's spawn. More than likely, and they of course they don't want that out. Oh no, but if you want to do findings, you have to look prior and after to really conclude to anything. But when you want to make up lies, hey, go for it. Does it really matter at this point? Like, that's over and done with. Bills have been paid. Move on. And if that family hadn't sent them on all those tours, especially when she was heavily pregnant, but we also know why y'all were behind a lot of that stuff with the travel and knowing the stress. Yeah. So what if their bill may be a little higher? Mm. Couldn't even trust the ones that were really around them. That's the even scarier part. Whew. Yipes. Vanzella, the Sussexes said that was a lie. He was contacted. Yeah, I read that. Let me see. Lady T, even if everyone was silent, who gives a shit about his birthday anyway? Nobody. Bing, 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 Lady T. There you go. What date? No clue. None. Okay. Just. Alrighty then. Maybe that was his birthday wish. Maybe those were his birthday greetings he saw. Whoa. I mean, he waving to people booing to him. Yeah. Woo, a big difference in the greeting he gets from what his mummy got. Big difference. But, he, as well as his heir, bring that um, venom to themselves because they're venomous. Okay. Mrs. S. Katie had been trying to get Orlando to marry her, and then she got pregnant. So I guess he felt, whew, is that supposed to be obligated? Because okay, had to do what had to do that to hold her down. Plus, he have a habit of talking inappropriately about her. Will do. Let me take a sip. Hmm. Mm. Well, I'm happy for both of them. They seem like they both deserve each other. Mm. Mm. Moving on. TBTB. The only thing that will make us silent is when they leave the Sussexes alone and they issue a public apology stating exactly what they did to Meg. And then she comes out and confirms it. Hmm. Even then, we won't be silent how they want us to be. We're still going to be out here cheerleading and celebrating them every step of the way. They truly just want quiet. No, you will not set the narrative. Sorry. Squad is here to stay. Cookies and cream, how are you? That unroyal crew on Salty Island never stopped with stupidity and lies. Well, I would you would think by now they would. And they already know the Sussexes are a couple that believes in letting the law speak for them also when it needs to. They'll litigate you, you know. Mm, craziness. And Casey 3 thinks people are going to just honor and revere him, but you're we've known you've been a liar for so long because the consort. hmm While you were married to die, yeah, okay. Compton Cali guy Harry is not going to let Chuckles use him to rehab his image anymore. No, and nor should he. But again, there was always these headlines of extending an olive branch, but then it would be like he's disappointed. The last one we saw, he was disappointed in their part-time status. Are you? Is he okay mentally? Is Casey 3 okay mentally? Like, make sure you check these headlines before they go out because it makes y'all look crazy. When Mrs. says absolutely, but someone said they're not married. Hmm. I don't believe so, but it is what it is. Mrs. S. There are pictures of their wedding. Oof, I can only imagine. Elle, how are you, Katie, Nickel, and all the royal reporters, royal family, the biggest liars? Yes, yes, yes. Mrs. Quinn, no, they are not married. No, I mean, having a child is not a reason to, unless you're like, unless you're space. Granny was cracking them knuckles. Get married, have kids. C Mac, good to see you. I want you to know I did save, cut your name off, but you know, I hope you saw the last live stream, yeah, because you get a chuckles out of it. Um, C Mac says just lied. They forgot. He said he's not playing the same anymore. Stop trying the Ginger Avenger. He's done. Exactly. But they're gonna keep on. There's 400 other pages that we all will just be loving because we'll be purchasing that. And then that will be his second biggest selling. It might outdo the original spare. Can you imagine? Woo. Gwen, Harry is absolutely all about his beautiful family. Yes. Mm-hmm. Marshall, why should the Sussexes and the squad be silent? Hell no, we're going to shut down the lying derangers. Exactly. Exactly. You have to show the crazy. Otherwise, people will believe that what they see in these tabloids, that one tabloid would share, and then, um, Yahoo would pick it up and just share the title. It's not until you click an article that you realize, oh, per the Daily Mail, Most people don't realize that the Daily Mail is a tabloid, a hateful tabloid, and one that has lost a lawsuit to Meghan. Hmm. You know, Lord Nappyhead, who should get a DNA test before and so he can leave black people alone. I'm just, my opinion, because he looks like he's mixed as well. Janice, she said they are not married. Okay, they're not. Cat, beware of Kaiser's posting articles. She has her own agenda and wants some of the gossip to be true when we know it's not. Yeah, I know. Hence why it's in trash time. There's reasons I put certain ones in trash time. Let me see. Tier Harry spokesperson shut it down. Yeah, shut it down. Shut their lies all the way down. And said, would you know, I would love to see when if the messenger reached back out to the tabloid to be like, so, do you have a response? Silence. It's probably got that. You know when the phone is disconnected, it's like doo 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 doo. It's probably the sound they got. Joan, even Will Not thought he was going to shut Megan up by shaking his finger in her face. Well, he found out. He's lucky he still has that finger. Um, mm, and that was the right one because, yeah, it might have been broken. L. What goes around comes around. Whatever they wish, Megan and Harry, they wish it on William and Kate. Bingo, L. Bingo. They don't realize that boomerang. Mrs. S. That other marriage is already over, held together by crowns and baubles. Well, and not even that, because I think the era of wearing the crowns is over, unless she considers the 10 tiara part of the whole giddy up, that, that thing she wore to the Conure Nation. Mammal, Harry is a man of dignity and respect. He knows how to make the Rangers silent, and they will be silent forever. Will do. Will do. Diane, so what's in it for Graydon if the marriage ended today? The Sussexes are supposed to be a fling, but seems like it has lasting power. Well, I mean, that was Arbitter's father, Eyelash's father, who, oh, it's just a fling. I'm not going to pay attention to it. Yeah, well, he got flung. Okay. Marsha, Edward Graydon Carter looks like Bozo the. Yes, I did have pictures. I'm think I'm gonna save him for trash time. He deserves to be there with the little curly. Yeah, he's giving 45 a run for his money. Okay. Julianne, never late, never late, never late. Let me see. Kids, the crown Camilla wore was too big for her head, in my opinion. Are you talking today or are you talking for the Kanye Nation? I tell you, I don't be checking for them, but I don't have to. Okay. Navi, King and Queen looking frail or the costumes too heavy? Probably both. I'll do answer C. Both. Okay. Yeah, the stupid golden cat. Why? I don't know. I don't believe that's some. Can they just show up in the Bentley? Everybody's used to them in the Bentley. I mean, or the old Rolls Royce or whatever the heck they drive around. But the golden carriage, yeah, that speaks volumes. Okay. Diane, even his supposed protectors don't seem to mind allowing golden carriage to ride past the protests these days. They must hate Horilla and Chaz too. Well, I tell you. Maybe they thought they would break out in a cheer and just faint at the a golden carriage. No, melt that thing down. You're lucky people weren't screaming that. Okay. Because I didn't, you know, isn't he head of the church and maybe they don't read from the same Bible? I don't know. I'm just guessing. More than likely it is. But isn't there something about idols? And golden ones. Okay. Lady T, did he really show up in a horse-drawn carriage? What the? I'm glad those folks were out there for him to see. Yeah, he did. Now, I had to ask because I was like, is this from his, second coronation when he was Scotland, I believe? Or was this recently? And I got responses back saying no today. I was like, oh, that made it even sweeter. Made it even sweeter. Yes. Mm-hmm. Cookies and Queen, the buffoonery to show up in a golden carriage. Talk about, yeah, it's an idiot move to, just, although they think they're the smartest dung in the room. Okay. Yes. Yes. The hashtag was showing up in the crowd. Now, you would think they should be aware that if you have individuals that went inside Buckingham Palace and took a picture and had that hashtag, and yeah, you think they weren't going to show up when in person for you? Oh, I think this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. Navi, is the protocol of the royal men not to help their women up steps or car or carriage? They are so cold. Well, for our good King Harry, we know that he helps his. She takes a step and he's looking at the ground to make sure there's nothing there that will trip her. Okay. So he holds an umbrella, and they've also had the most iconic moment. Yeah. Mhm. I love it for the haters because they're just going crazy. They really are going crazy right now. What is this tier? They had a sign that said, "Not my horse." With Whew. Okay. Now I'm going to step out on the limb and say that was a squatty. And squat is huge and humongous. So kudos to that person. Oh my gosh. Whoa, I better not even see that picture because, yeah, that will hit trash time. Let me see. Joyce, hope you're well. The people that were supposed to be protecting Meghan and her child are the ones putting out racial Twitter notes about her, and Harry didn't take his wife away. Right. Why be shocked that he did? Um, Mind you, this is all coming out after they have left, so. Mm. Yet they won't allow him to pay for security, armed security, when they're in the country, and have already jailed people who were, threatening them. So, yeah. Gwen, they better remember Harry is not the person they treated like, yeah. He's no longer that, He's a man that has faced his grief head on. It is still a process that probably is with a person every day. You lose your mom, and he lost his at such a young age. So yeah, hmm. But he has the love of a very strong woman who stands next to him and rubs his back, among other things, and makes him smile every day. Especially when he looks at his children. He has the life he's always wanted, and I'm so happy for him. Now, okay, Diane, Harry with his medals made front pages of their papers over there. Imagine bumping full cat daddy king and mistress opening up parliament in gold carriage. Has was only standing in his backyard. Overshadowed. They did not want to show those pictures of them in that carriage because of the signs that were there to welcome them. But yeah. C-Mac, it seems the mental illness Mad King George suffered from is still a family trait. Chucky keeps trying the same bully tactic and it keeps failing. Mm. Because he's probably listening to the air that wants him out the way anyway, by any means possible. All right, moving on. Hmm. V, I see that, Dumbo ears. Whew. Marsha, it's funny that while in that gold carriage, Chuck had Crow sitting on the side of the protesters. He used her as a shield. Oh, Lord. Cookies and cream. Meghan was already a rich, accomplished woman before gracing that unroyal, that family with her presence. They never deserved her, no. And she wasted no time getting the F out of Dodge. Getting the F out of Dodge with her marriage intact while others still live behind palace walls with theirs in tethers. Okay. Um, Mrs. S, I didn't even know that the old fossil was having a birthday at this time. Yeah, you know, he was that 9 month baby. Although it takes 10 months, but just, okay, we're going to leave that alone. Y'all, they brag about that he was born 9 months after they were married. But a woman is technically pregnant with 40 weeks. Okay. That's, okay. You do the math. All right. Moving on. Let me stop. Let me get off this. Woo, it's already over an hour. Okay. Let me, I'm going to rile y'all up. So let me just stop. Okay. Annie, what is this? You would think Chucky got the hint. Not. No. Mm-mm. He's used to people cowering to him, and probably even Harry at one point when he was younger, but looking for that father figure, never saw that. But um, being reprimanded that he didn't even do. The fact that you allowed your second son, that you just used him, basically you used him. And you just wanted to continue to use him, and you knew that space wanted to use him as a look over there. There's my brother, while he's over there diddling, daddling, everything that probably stands still and bends over. Okay. Now, on that, I probably will stop the stream. Whoa, C-Mac has in his backyard at a concert, flossing his teeth. Doesn't take much to upstage the leftovers, Will. Hattie, yes, he was overseas somewhere. They aren't even well. They can't report. See, it used to be how dare there be more than one trip. I thought if you know the Queen, because I'm going to reference her years, if she was, say, opening Parliament, none of the others were doing anything. Their diaries were clear. It was the day after or whatever. Nobody would dare overshadow her or be out on the same day as her. Those little things seem to have just gone by the wayside. There would not have even been any trips outside the country. No, no. Because who's I'm sure the rota drew straws. Who's flying with him and who's not? Well, we know one that will not be on that trip unless he paid for it and is stashed away in some hotel closet somewhere with his camera ready. Mm. Woo. All right. Sussex Love, how are you? Harry not only lost his mom, but lost her in the most ungodly, unfavorable, violent way. It can't help but stick with him forever. Exactly. And the fact that he knows a lot more. He did an interview and he said he has seen the pictures. He knows he's seen the report. So he knows the real. They know he does. And some of them keep trying him, but I would love to see, Captain lay hands on them. Mrs. S, a woman who do backflips in bed. Why the hell? Would he leave? That's why he said she is the love of his life and referred to her as my wife every chance he gets. And he loves the scent of her. And I mean, come on now. Y'all behave. Annie, not showing that one. Hey, Minty, how are you? I'm glad you caught alive. I'm glad you caught alive. 1960, how are you? Oh, hey Turk, how are you? Good to see you. Let me see. 1960, hi VS. The reason why they asked for those specific years is because now Harry, Meghan, and the Queen and Philip are all gone, although they are still paying for Andy's security. Oh, do you think they're going to make a big deal over that? Because since there were headlines about them paying for, KC3 was paying for that. Mm, I wonder. I wonder. Carol, Matt William. Yeah. That one over there, spaces over there. They get down over there. You better watch the red light district because it might not be saving him there. Oof. Okay. Casimo, you like that? Captain lay hands on them? Yes. Okay. Um, love hearing Harry say, my wife. Okay, Gwen, just for you and to round it out a little bit. Here you go.
My wife. My wife. My wife. My wife and I. My wife and I. My wife and I. My wife and I. For me and my wife. Me and my wife. I'm so proud of my wife. My incredible wife. An amazing wife. The soulmate in my wife. Thank you, my love. The mother to my children. The love of my life.
There you go, Gwen. All you had to do was ask. All right, everybody. I do need to wrap this up. I hope that you all hit thumbs up, hit the like button when you came in, um, or hit the thumbs down. Doesn't matter. It's engagement. If this is your first time here, your second or your third, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to all so that you know when I go live again, which will be on Thursday for Twisted Trash Thursday, and then again on Saturday. That's usually the schedule. So I hope you enjoyed today's Talk Tuesday. It was showtime in Vegas, although it wasn't the one on stage that got the headlines. All right. Now, on that note, let me play my outro. I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you again for being here and hanging out with me. Please be safe out there in every manner. Okay. Here we go. Bye, everybody.